Every spring, millions of birds are observed in the Greater Toronto Area. Some species take a break here on their journey north, while others join the resident birds that are here all year. Soon, many bird species will be arriving here in the Oak Ridges Corridor Conservation Reserve, and they will be searching for a place to nest, which includes tree cavities. Have you ever noticed holes in different trees while on a hike? Did you wonder what caused them, or what might be in them? Some of these cavities may have formed from natural rot in dead and dying trees, while other holes may have been actively created by birds excavating the wood. These cavities may be home to a variety of bird species that are cavity nesters. These species require cavities to build a nest, lay eggs, and raise their young. There are over 30 species of cavity nesting birds in Ontario. Unfortunately, birds are losing a lot of their natural habitat from human activity and urban development. Cavity nesting species are especially affected by the loss of mature trees. Since 1970, there has been a 7% decline in bird populations in Canada annually. Birds need more habitat and protection. To help support resident and migratory birds, TRCA is protecting and restoring natural bird habitat and installing artificial nest boxes. Since the launch of the Nest Box program in 2000, TRCA has installed more than 1,500 nest boxes to create habitat for cavity nesting species. Have you seen the nest boxes while walking on a trail in the Oak Ridges Corridor Conservation Reserve? Let's talk about some of the local cavity nesting birds that TRCA builds nest boxes for. One species that arrives in the spring is the tree swallow. These social songbirds can be seen in large flocks during migration. Tree swallows prefer open fields by a wetland or a lake that produce lots of flying insects for them to eat. They nest in standing dead trees with existing cavities from natural rot or woodpecker activity. They will also use the songbird style of nest boxes. The female collects grass and other materials for nest building, forming a small cup that she lines with feathers. TRCA also builds nest boxes to support wood ducks. The wood duck is one of a few local waterfowl known to nest in tree cavities. They choose trees with natural rot near to or over water within wetlands and flooded woodlands. Wood ducks do best in areas with vegetative cover that they can hide and forage in. Artificial nest boxes are lined with wood chips to simulate a tree cavity excavated by a woodpecker. Wood ducks were almost hunted to extinction in the late 19th century, but due to conservation efforts and nest box programs, they made a comeback. The eastern screech owl is another species that TRCA supports through the installation of nest boxes. The eastern screech owl nests in natural tree cavities or those excavated by woodpeckers. Unlike the last two species we discussed, the eastern screech owl begins nesting as early as late January. This owl lives in a wide variety of habitats where there is sufficient tree cover and a nearby body of water. They tend to avoid areas where larger owls are active, such as the great horned owl. TRCA also works with partners to expand habitat restoration in the Toronto region. In 2021 and 2022, tree swallow, wood duck, and eastern screech owl boxes were installed near Lake Wilcox in partnership with the City of Richmond Hill. These boxes help increase bird nesting sites just outside of the Oak Ridges Corridor Conservation Reserve. There is a lot of planning involved with TRCA's Nest Box program. Nest boxes are designed to suit the needs of particular species, from the shape and size of the box and the size of the entrance hole. The type of habitat the nest box is placed in is also very important. It will determine whether a species is likely to use that box. Improper placement of a nest box can also result in use by aggressive or invasive species. Lastly, it is important that nest boxes are monitored and maintained once installed. TRCA monitors boxes during nesting season to record bird activity and to see if boxes need to be relocated or maintained. Grab a pair of binoculars and take a hike through the Oak Ridges Corridor Conservation Reserve. See if you can spot any tree cavities or birds near the trails through forests, meadows, wetlands, and kettle lakes. Visit trca.ca to learn more about the trails and TRCA's Nest Box program.